Welcome back to hard mode, Michigan, everybody. So I turned this truck around, and we're gonna go back and do this hungry workers thing. That's what we're gonna start out with, and then we might jump back in the Chevy and try to hit some watchtowers or something. I don't know. I just need to keep making some money because we're still very poor. Although we're working our way back up again from all the issues we've had, so we'll see here. I know I've missed a few days. Hopefully I can get this one up today at some point. This is the 18th. So if I can get this up today, that'd be great. I should be able to. I should be able to get this recorded and rendered and uploaded. My sub count is still growing, which I appreciate a lot. It's I feel like it's been growing even faster ever since I hit 1,000, which is kind of crazy to me, but still enjoying it. It's been fun. I've been getting a little frustrated with hard mode, I will admit, and I apologize if my frustrations are, you know, whatever, annoying, or I try not to complain and whatever too much, but I am a little afraid I'm gonna roll here. It just sucks, man. Like, it sucks when you roll your truck over and then you have to spend 30 minutes recovering it, and then it's just like it wastes the whole episode. And I don't know, I would like to try to not have that happen anymore, so I need to be more careful. I need to stop just trying to take paths that I know are going to be a struggle, so I recently had a comment, though, actually on Reddit. I made a Reddit post a while ago, probably over a year ago now, for my cargo sheet guide that I made, which there's a link in my description if you would like to check that out. It's just a link to a Google Sheets document, but it has a list of like all of the cargo in the game. It shows how many slots they take up in a truck or trailer. And then also I put like crafting recipes on there because some recipes are different depending on what region you're in or what map you're on. So there's the different recipes. I believe I have most of them, at least up to... I haven't finished North Carolina still on my normal save file. I haven't really been playing that very much lately. But so like the newest regions, if there's any new cargo or any new crafting recipes, I haven't updated that yet because I haven't gotten to that point yet. But it should be updated at least up through Scandinavia. So if there's any different crafting recipes, or if there's anything that requires crafting on any of the maps and it has a different recipe than you know, other maps, it's on there. I also have, like, it has all of the, oh god, I hate this part of this. I really don't want to flip over. I really hope my trailer doesn't get stuck on this tree either. Okay, wait. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I took a lot of time to make it. It's very organized. It's very neat. It's easy to read. If there's any asterisks anywhere, I should have put a note, and I don't know if that note will show up in mobile. But if you're on a PC, like on your browser, it should show the note. So there should be like a little, in one of the corners of the cell, I think it's like the top right corner of the cell, there should be like a little yellow, like triangle kind of looking thing that signifies there's a note there. And if you hover your cursor over it, the note should like pop up, and it should say what that asterisk is. There for. So I had someone ask me, because in the crafting section of that, for the one map on a mirror, I forget the name of the map, but if you go to the crafting recipe tab, you'll see it. There's an asterisk on that one because it has like a 2/3 and there's an asterisk, and it basically just means that like there's two different factories on that map that you can craft whatever it is, and the one requires an extra log, so it's more expensive than the other factory. And I never knew why that was. I don't know if it was because that one factory is easier to get to or something, so they made it have a little bit of a stricter crafting recipe. I don't know. I always thought it was weird, but that's just kind of how it was. So yeah, I had replied to their comment and it said that that I was just checking it on my phone because I wasn't, at home, and I couldn't see what it was for. But from what I remembered, there was two different places on that map that you could craft, and one just cost more than the other one. And they had replied and were like, "Oh yeah, that's actually what it is. Thanks so much. Love the guide. Blah blah blah." So yeah, if you'd like to check it out, just go down in my description. It should just be like SnowRunner cargo sheet or whatever. And there's a link. You're more than welcome to go to File at the top and make a copy for yourself, so you can change it and edit it and do whatever you want to your own version of it. You do not need to have permission to edit it, so do not request permission to edit it because I will not grant it. But you're more than welcome to make a copy and do whatever you want with it. All I ask is if you do that, or if you share it, just, give credit where it's due. Don't tell someone else you made it, because that's just wrong. Because I took a lot of time to do that, and, I made it very, very clean and very nice to read, and I took a lot of time to make all those icons and all that stuff, so I did all of that myself, and I'm actually quite proud of it. I like making those kinds of things. I've made some other checklists for other games, which, depending on what game it is that I've made one for and it's been put on the channel, it would be in the description for those videos. Like the new Dead Space remaster, I made one for that game, which is just kind of like a guide for, getting all the collectibles and things like that are in that game. So I enjoy making those kinds of things. I made some other ones too. I think I made one for Callisto Protocol. I don't know. If it's a game that I like and I'm doing my own due diligence to collect everything and get 100%, and I need a guide to make it helpful, I will make one just because it makes my life easier. So a lot of the times with those, though, I don't necessarily like come up with it totally on my own necessarily. Like I will I'll use, like, especially for a remastered game like Dead Space, which for the most part everything's still going to be in the same spot. There are some minor changes usually when that kind of thing happens. I'm going to go this way. I hate taking that path. Like, there are some minor things that may change. Like, I know with The Last of Us Part 1 remaster, or remake, I guess it was, for the PS5 remake, some of the items, like some of the pendants and some of the, like, artifacts and notes that you could pick up were in different places. Just minorly, not like in a completely different place, but like if it was in a room, like on a table in the original, it may be like on the floor in a different corner of the room or something, because they may have changed a little bit of how the room was set up. But usually it's still pretty close. And I think the Dead Space game was very, very pretty much identical from what I remember. There may have been some minor changes, but so I would just go through like an old like IGN guide where they were all located and just put it in a simpler spreadsheet style with like a description of where it would be. so that it would also have a checklist so you could just easily check it off instead of using like a, browser with a bunch of ads on it and images that just makes it hard to load. So yeah, I don't know. I like to do things like that. I'm a very organized person when it comes to those kinds of things, and like especially even with work. I do a lot of inventory stuff. I do all of our events alcohol inventory. So whenever I had gotten that job, that was given to me as just kind of like an extra task to do, and I was fine with that because my old job, when I worked in a movie theater, I was in charge of all inventory of the building and all the ordering, so I did all of that stuff anyway. Wow, my truck is broken. I don't think I have anything to fix it with either. Actually, you know what we can do? We'll drive down here, we'll attach the service trailer and take it over there and refill the repair supplies. I don't know how much that's going to cost, but it's a good way to test and check that out. But anyway, back to my story. So yeah, I used to do all that anyway, so I'm fine with that. I have experience doing inventory and stuff. And the sheet that they were using to do all of their inventory was just not great, so I took it upon myself to make my own, and I made it better in my opinion. So that's the sheet we use now, and they've actually took a template of my sheet and made a whole concessions inventory sheet, which I don't do any of that. Someone else takes care of that, but yeah, so I don't know. I'm just I like doing these kinds of things. Ooh, sorry, I'm yawning. And I don't know, I take a lot of pride in those things that I do. So if you want to use it, if you want to share it, please do. Just, all I ask is you give credit where it's due. Don't take credit for something that you didn't make, because that's just wrong. I will always admit if I've used something else to make one of my checklists. Like, I'll never say it was totally under my own. Just like even with the SnowRunner one, with that snow render maps that one guy made, I think his Reddit name is Naked Dave. And I know I've mentioned this before, he basically took these exact maps, pulled them straight out of the game, and like uploaded them to the internet, and you can use it a lot like Map Runner, but it's a lot more computer intensive, so if you don't have a very powerful computer, you're gonna really struggle to load it. I know my old MacBook from 2011 can't, it's terrible. It'll load it, but like it's so laggy, I can't even do anything on it. But it works well on my phone. But anyway, to get most of the icons, like up in the top right, that little consumable icon there below the arrow, I used the SnowRender site to get all of those because they're all on like a black background. So it's easy to just like get a screenshot of it, drag it out, and then make it transparent in GIMP, and then save it as a PNG, and then be able to upload it into Google Sheets so that I can have all the icons. So like, I didn't make all those icons myself, that's how I pulled them all. But they're basically being pulled directly from the game because that SnowRender maps are literally assets pulled directly from the game, so. Alright, let's see how much this costs to refill. Oh, that's not bad. Almost $50 a wheel, though. Oh, no. Weird. I don't know. That was strange. Alright, well now I need to repair, because... Let's actually just fill it back up again. $50 for one wheel. That feels crazy. We're not going to do that. Sorry, I was responding to my technically boss. I was possibly going to have to go to work tonight, but I don't think I do anymore. I'm just confirming that I do not. Okay. Yeah, unless he dies or something, you're good. Well, let's hope he doesn't die, because I need him. Hold on, just give me a minute here. Alright, sorry, I just need to take care of that. Okay, so now we're just going to drop this trailer back off where it was sitting, and we will... Does this trailer have any fuel in it still? Yeah, it does. Not much, but it's got some. How much money do I spend? I spent like $2,000 replacing the supplies, but it's good to have this trailer because constantly breaking things on my trucks and whatnot. And I could care less if my truck is cosmetically beat up. The only way you can repair that is by repairing it in the garage, and I just don't care. So. But I will admit, I was playing my normal save file just the other day or something. I was bored and just wanted to play something kind of relaxing. And so I just booted up my normal save file and was playing that. And like the Zeke 605R mod that I have, which that link is in the description of all my SnowRunner videos, regardless, it's even in these hard mode ones, just because I just copy and paste my description. The only difference with my hard mode one is it has a little hard mode paragraph at the top. But I don't use any mods in this. The only thing that I'm using that's slightly cheaty is the JAT tires, because I have the JAT DLC, so complain about it if you want, but hard mode's already hard enough, and these tires have been immensely helpful getting started in hard mode, so I should have detached this already, but let's drop it right there. So yeah, I was playing it, and it was just so crazy, man. Like, I was just cruising all over that map in North Carolina, and like that 605R just hauls ass. Like, it's so funny how overpowered that truck is compared to like these vanilla trucks on hard mode. It's just so funny. I mean, like, it's just, that thing has no issue. It just cruises over everything, which even the vanilla 605R, and I know technically it's DLC, so it's not really vanilla, but, and I've said this a bunch too, but when I refer to a vanilla truck, I just basically mean it's a truck that devs have built and not a truck that's a mod. So like, even if it's a DLC truck, I still consider it vanilla just because it is a unmodded version of a truck. So like the vanilla 605R that the devs made and released in a mirror, I believe that's where you get the 605R. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That truck is still super powerful, like even unmodded, but the modded one I have is just wild. I mean, that thing just, it drives so fast, and it just like skates over everything. It's awesome. And like, I don't care, because like, I enjoy playing the game that way. Like, you can still get stuck in that truck too. It's not impossible to get stuck, but I mean, usually it can get itself out, and if it flips over, like, it has an autonomous winch, like, so it's a whole different way to play the game. And I think, you know, with a game like this, it's not necessarily like, there's no one way to play the game. And like, I feel like if you want to play the game in a challenging way, hard mode is the way to go. And if you want to play the game and have fun, normal mode with mods is the way to go. And that's just my opinion, and your opinion may be different, and that's okay. Like, I don't think there's a wrong way to play this game, especially a game that is totally single player. Like, there's just no reason to hold yourself to any kind of um, restrictions when, you know, you can play the game however you want and however it is fun for you. Because the most important thing when playing video games is that you're having fun. If you're not having fun, then why are you playing video games? Like, which was kind of my philosophy when it came to the trophy hunting I was doing. Like, I realized I wasn't having fun, and I was just like grinding out games to just collect trophies that nobody cared about but me. So, you know, I still enjoy getting trophies, and I still am trophy hunting. I'm just not making it like the priority when I play games anymore. I'm just, you know, I'm playing games I want to play, and I'm having fun playing, and I am just still getting trophies, so it's been alright. Sorry, now my wife's texting me. Okay. Alright, actually, I do need to go this way. Yeah, we need to go up here and then down to the drilling site. This is going to be a little bit of a cruise. I don't remember what I was talking about now either. Oh man, went to Medieval Times this past Saturday for the first time since I was like 12, so it's been like 20 plus years since I've been to Medieval Times. And like, it was a lot of fun. Like, it really was. I forgot how it all like played out and everything, but it was fun. And I mean, it may have been different when I was there when I was 12. I mean, the one I went to when I was 12 was in Myrtle Beach, but we went to one that's closer to where we live here. And I mean, it was fun. Like, our knight even won. We were the red knight, and he won. And then we were there kind of celebrating like a special event in our family. Like, you know, I'm not really going to get into that, but so like there was a bunch of us there, and some family from Texas was up with us, and they have 2 little girls, and like my boys were with us, so it was just like, you know, they had tons of fun. But the knight came up and came into our row and gave one of the little girls, one of my nieces, I guess you could call them, a sash to make her the queen of love and beauty or something. I forget, but it was just really cool that all like played out and worked out for us. But it was a fun time. The food was, you know, okay. It's, if you've never been in Medieval Times, they don't give you silverware, so you just you eat with your hands because it's, you know, Medieval Times. So like you start out with like a piece of garlic bread and some like tomato water. They call it soup, but it's like water. It's pretty weird. It's fine if you dip the bread into it, but like drinking the soup was not great. And you literally have to drink it because they don't give you a spoon. I think you can ask for silverware, but they don't just give it to you. And then like they only give you a choice of water, lemonade, or Pepsi too. So like you don't, you know, you can't just get whatever drink you want. I mean, they do have a bar obviously, and you can get whatever you want from the bar, but drinks are extremely expensive there. We bought 4 drinks when we first got there in the lobby. We got 2 like little light up cups for the boys and got them slushies, and they were like $15 a piece. And then my wife and I both got like a slushie with alcohol in it, and then you have to buy it in a souvenir cup. You can't buy it without a souvenir cup. So ours were like $20 a piece. It was like $70 for 4 drinks. Absolutely insane. But I mean, they got to make their money somehow, I guess. But so I don't know. It was fun though. And then like after the tomato soup, they give you like a giant like leg and breast of a chicken. So you eat that, and then they'll give you like a little potato, like half a potato that's like seasoned and like fried, which it was good. I mean, like the chicken was good. It basically like fell off the bone. It was moist, tasted all right. It was seasoned well. I mean, it was fine for what the food was. It wasn't terrible. And what else did they give you? Oh, they give you like a half a corn on the cob, which I didn't eat because I have a permanent retainer in the bottom of my mouth from when I had my braces removed, and it's really hard to eat corn, so I didn't eat that. But my oldest son likes corn, so he ate it. They give you, what else do they give you? That might be it. And then you get like a dessert, which was literally just like a frozen chocolate eclair. But I don't know, it was a fun time. The whole show is like 2 hours long. So if you've never been there, it's just like a medieval times show. There's like you're in a big arena. You sit around like the center, and there's like a sand. It's like all sand down there, and there's horses, and they have like games they play. Like they try to get rings. Like they try to spear a ring on like a jousting pole and stuff like that, or a lance, whatever it's called. And then they'll actually joust each other, and then have like sword or combat like with swords and other weapons. And there's always a predetermined evil knight, I believe, and there's always a predetermined winning knight. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how often it changes. I assume probably every show. But there's always a predetermined knight that wins, and there's always a predetermined evil knight, as far as I can tell. I mean, I work in that kind of industry where it's, performances and shows and live tech. Like, that's what I do for a job. So, like, I can't imagine that it's not predetermined. That would be really hard to pull off. I mean, maybe it's not, but that would be crazy to me. In my opinion, being a technician in a situation like that, I would want to know who is the evil knight, which the evil knight's mic'd. He gets a microphone at one point because he speaks. So, like, that would have to be predetermined, in my opinion. But yeah, so I don't know. We lucked out that our knight won, so it was fun. I don't remember back whenever I went when I was younger, because that was a really long time ago. I do remember being there. Like, I remember it looked all the same, other than like the lobby area was different because I was in a different medieval times. So the lobby area wasn't quite set up the same. Because the one we went to this time was inside of a mall, and the one that I went to in Myrtle Beach years ago, many years ago, was like a standalone building. So, but it was still like the same concept. I don't think the show's changed much. I really don't know how they survived COVID, though, to be honest with you. That surprises me, because you eat with your hands, so like that's a big way to get sick. You're not really like close to other people, but you're still sitting in a room full of other people. And the lobby was very, very packed before the show started, because they don't let you into the like arena space until it's like a couple minutes before showtime. So I don't know, it was I feel like it would have been a nightmare during COVID, but I assume that they still operated and still, like, they survived because they're still a thing. And it doesn't seem like they've had any lack of business, because it was packed. I don't think there was, I mean, there were some seats left in our show, but it was pretty much sold out. So they definitely make their money, though, because it is not cheap. But all in all, we had a very busy weekend with family and celebrating what we were celebrating. I mean, long story short, technically, I guess she's my stepmother-in-law. My father-in-law, my wife's dad, remarried. And so she's my stepmother-in-law, I guess. She's great. We all love her. But she, on Monday, the 17th, St. Patrick's Day, actually. God, my pop filter keeps sliding down. Why is that happening? Sorry, I'm just adjusting. She rang the bell for her final treatment for breast cancer. So that was what we were celebrating. Just her being cancer-free and not having to go get treatments anymore. So it was a big celebration. So her son and his family came up from Texas, where she's from, and then my wife and my kids, and then my wife's sisters and her one sister's fiance. We were spent all weekend pretty much together. So it's been a long, busy weekend. We've been running all over the place. Went through a whole tank of gas, basically, driving all the places we drove to. Like, we drove an hour and a half in one direction one day, then an hour and a half, or, 30, 40 minutes in another direction another day, and then an hour, 15 minutes in a completely other direction the next day. So a lot of driving around, but well worth it. We had a lot of fun. Should probably turn my lights on. So yeah, I mean, I've been off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today, but I haven't had any time to record anything, and I probably could have recorded more than one episode today, but after I dropped my boys off for school this morning, I came back home and fell asleep on the couch, and then my wife got up and she went out to run some errands, and I still didn't get up. I just slept a little bit longer. And then I was getting a whole bunch of messages from work and things, and woke me up. And then I was like, how long are you going to be? And she said an hour. So I was like, well, I'm going to see if I can record a video real quick. So that's where we are. So if I have to cut this just a little bit short, I will, but I shouldn't have to. I should be able to get it all. We're at what right now? Yeah, I should have time to finish it up. Even if I do have to cut it short, it's still going to be probably 50 minutes long at least. That's not the... Is that... Okay, no. I was like, there's no way that's that truck. That would suck so bad if I sold that. Okay. So now, let's jump into this Chevy, and we're gonna do some watchtowers. Where is the Chevy, actually? It's sitting right here. Let's actually... I know it will turn it off on its own, but sometimes it doesn't, and I'd rather not have an empty gas tank. Okay, so let's... Lost trailer. I'm assuming that is a Scout fuel trailer. Yeah, let's go down there. Let's see if I can get down there. I don't know if we'll go pick up that lost fuel trailer. We might. It is a Scout fuel trailer, so I can pick it up with this. It wouldn't be terrible to have, and I'm pretty sure it will let me keep it after I quote-unquote deliver it. Money's doing alright. Back up to 18K. Damn it. Oh my god. I swear you take more damage in hard mode. I know you don't, but it feels that way. Oh, you have to have a truck connected to it. God damn it. Where's... That's not that far away, is it? Yeah, it's right there. I hate that you have to have a truck connected to it to use the repairs parts. You can use the fuel from it without that, but you have to have a truck connected to be able to repair. Which is just stupid. And we'll just do that too. Alright, I guess I could go get that watchtower that's right there first. Yeah, let's do that. We're right here. Should we go? Yeah, we're gonna go this way. I really miss my F750 with my radar mounted to it. That truck is so good. Again, it's another mod, so I'm not going to use it in this, but the link is in the description, and I use it in my normal save file. It's essentially just the little scout trailer radar unit that you can tow behind, but it's just mounted on the truck. It still uses fuel, all that stuff. It's just mounted to the truck, so you don't have to tow the little trailer behind. But it just makes it super nice, because you can just scan with it and just unfog the map. Especially on the later maps where the watchtowers don't unfog everything. It's nice to use on that. Careful here, just not roll the truck over. Let's take our time. There's some crazy camber in some of these paths here. It's real easy to flip. She's headed home, but I'm just gonna take her at least 10 minutes to get home. Alright, now, see, yeah, see, that unfogged so much. That watchtower might be a little tricky to get to. But we can try it. There's also an upgrade right there. Just keep following this road. I know this road has some crazy camber, so hopefully we don't roll this truck. This is a very sketchy path to take, especially with like a truck with a trailer, like a big truck. My God, come on. Mud is insane. Oof. Should we go try and get that upgrade? Or should we just go for the watchtower? I think we should go try and get that upgrade. Wouldn't be SnowRunner without getting stuck in a little puddle of mud. Oh, come on. I swear to God, dude. Why? Well, that ends that. I fucking hate this game, man. It just makes me so bad. I'm just gonna leave that there. Doesn't look like I can get out there. I'm not gonna try. If it was daylight out, I'd be able to see better, but I can't really see, so. I don't have a whole lot of fuel here either, so we gotta be a little strategic. mean, luckily this truck was right here. Let's just not flip it either. That would be real bad. Okay. We remedied that pretty easily. Oh, well, my wife's home, so I'm gonna have to end this episode here. But, oh god. We'll pick this up in the next episode, and I'll try and get this upgrade without getting stuck. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Have a good one.